toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go, set, 30 base. 49. And ready.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Oh, good move. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Costello. This pass complete to Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check, crunch, now.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
The throw over the middle taken in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Alert! 44.
To throw, it's Allen. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Bo's the Mike. Mike's Bo.
Buzz.
44's the Mike. 44's the Mike.
Allen going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sione Takitaki leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs. Yeah,
his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
All right, T, let's take it. All right, T. Hey, alert 3.
61, matchbox lights.
Whip. Watch the whip.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Check 50.
Regular.
Allen now looks to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
50
Round 80. Half 85.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
56.
51.
Go.
Let's go, defense.
On 1st down, Allen. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Delta.
52.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. There's Evans again. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, Mike 52.
Hey, Foxtrot.
To throw again, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Charlie!
So after the INT, it's Allen. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, exit. You better bring it. Go, Mike 51. Mike, go.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
You ain't got nothing. X3. 218.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he completes it to Hunt. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes us 2nd and 9.
Let's go, baby. 52. Hey, Echo. 52's the mic.
Here's Allen. And his throw is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Forced out to his left. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get him to QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, we're on.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To the air, Allen. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Bravo.
Right here, guys. Fight.
Allen. The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come out here in the eye.
Nice, sweetheart.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Going with her tight end on 4th. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, Costello. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Allen. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Don't be scared of it.
Here's Allen to throw it. That one is caught by Hunt. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Shit. Twist. He's crashing. He's checking.
They run. Chubb. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Costello. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Costello. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Allen. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Allen. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, Delta.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Rip left, rip left.
To throw, it's Allen. That's complete to Nauta, the tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Hey, tight. Hey, foxtrot.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First down, Cleveland.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
You draw Porter.
Quick dance. Come. Tight dog.
Shoot.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's get it.
Off the play fake. Costello. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go.
Switch.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 49. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Come on, D. 49's the Mike.
Big trip.
Looking to throw. Costello. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run right side with Hunt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Allen going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end fan. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Allen to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Gano the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Back to throw. Costello under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Looking to throw. Costello. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This pass complete to Higgins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock defensively. They have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Wide.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 or.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and
Yeah.